Hello, hello, hello. All right, it's summertime. I'm sitting here strapless, and we're going to talk fragrances. So, you all said y'all wanted to hear about Francesca Bianchi. So, we're going to talk about Francesca Bianchi today. The house, the fragrances I have. Let's just do it. All right, host squad. So, we're going to talk about Francesca Bianchi. So, let's first talk about the house. Francesca Bianchi is, of course, the perfumer and the owner of Francesca Bianchi. This line has been out since 2016. It actually has a total of 20 fragrances that they have put out. I own 2, 4, 6. I own 9 of them. I've actually tried a few more, but it's been so long, I ain't even gonna front like I remember what they were. So we're gonna talk about the 9 that I own. So let's first get started. Now, until recently, she only did 30 ml sizes, which I think is kind of perfect, because her fragrances are very strong, very, very strong. But in the last, I want to say a little bit over a year, I think she's been doing 100 mils also. I do not own any 100 mils. I own the 30 mils. Now, with that being said, Francesca Bianchi as a house has a style. You can tell what type of fragrance that she likes. She loves animalics. She uses a lot of castoreum. She uses civet. She uses things. She does like that animalic style. And she also loves powdery fragrances. A lot of iris, a lot of violet, a lot of orris root, heliotrope, and things like that are in her fragrances. So she does definitely have a style. Now, I will always say this about her. You definitely want to try her out first. She is not one, this scrunchy, I don't understand. I never was a scrunchy girl. Okay, but anyway. You definitely, I would never tell people to blind buy her fragrances, because you definitely need to try her out and see if this is something that you would like. Of course, I heard about Francesca Bianchi and was given some samples by Amina. We don't know what happened to Amina, but we all love Amina, the people who know her. And we miss her too. We miss her. And so, with that being said, because of course Amina was very good for having, indie brands and brands that weren't talked about, niche houses. And so, this is one of the brands she absolutely adores. And so I am glad that she shared her with me, because I probably would have never tried her based on the notes, because the notes can be very off-putting and challenging. So let's get started talking about some of her fragrances. So I will put the notes on here because you need to see these notes in order to understand them. But the first one I'm going to talk about is Etruscan Water. Now, like I said, you have to really try her things. This does have an aquatic vibe to it, but there is absolutely nothing as fragrance that makes you think aquatic. But for some reason, it does come off kind of aquatic to me. It is definitely powdery. It definitely has this... This is super unisex. Very leans almost masculine, but it has this very watery, very kind of powdery, yet gives an aquatic vibe. It's really it's stunning in a very interesting way. So this is Etruscan Water. Next up is Under My Skin. Now, this is the one that made me say, OMG, I need some of her fragrances. Under My Skin has this leathery quality. Now, let me say this. When you smell it out the box, out of the bottle, on paper, you don't get the true feeling of her fragrances. This one is very Under My Skin like. It has this sensual quality to it. It's spicy, it's warm. It feels very like it is your skin exuding its most sensual nature. So this is Under My Skin. Next up is the Lover's Tale. Now I have to be honest, like I said, so many of hers do have, it definitely has her style. So the Lover's Tale is definitely powdery, definitely has an animalic vibe to it. But it also has a slight sweetness to it that makes it quite beautiful. And it does feel like if lovers wore this, it would give a different vibe on each person, yet very personal, yet would blend together well, like when you see pictures when people are intertwined and hugging and you feel this love off of them. That is what the Lover's Tale feels like as a scent. The powderiness, is a gentle quality to it, yet still very but it still has that animalic, very sensual vibe to it. So that is the Lover's Tale. The Dark Side. I just like it for the name too. The Dark Side is a little more spicy. It's warm. It's, once again, this one leans a little more on the animalic side. Still has a powderiness. All of her fragrances have a powderiness to them. Oh, but this is very ambery, very thick, there is a darkness to it. So it gives you this very dark, sensual, sexual vibe to it. So this is the Dark Side. Next up is Byzantine Amber. And that's what it is. It is a dark, voluptuous, really deep, rich amber. It is as dark as the juice is. It is definitely something that you want to wear in the fall and winter time, because it just reads very voluptuous and mysterious and just perfect for cold weather. Like if I could definitely see someone, especially a man, walking into a room with a coat on, like a really beautiful wool coat, and coming out of it with a suit on, wearing Byzantine Amber, baby, I wouldn't know what to do. I could get in trouble right then. So this is Byzantine Amber. And then we have Unspoken Musk. And it is a musk. It has a sweetness to it, though. It's definitely like a sweeter musk. Definitely powdery. Definitely has that, once again, animalic quality to it. So this is not a musk for everybody. If you like Narciso Rodriguez musk, if you like Valaya and things like that, this is not a musk for you, or this is a musk that you definitely need to sample, because there is a in your face, rich, dark deepness to this musk. So this is not for your light, airy musk like what I like white musk and everything. No, this is a dark musk. This is civet. This is castoreum. This is giving animalic all day long. So this is Unspoken Musk. Next up is Luxe Calme Volupte. Now, this is exactly what it is. This is one of the more airy, but now remember, this is Francesca. So this has an airy quality to it. This is definitely giving summertime, but sultry summertime. This is, it's got this kind of fruitiness, but when she does like a fruity vibe to it, it's nothing like you're used to, because it definitely has a deep, rich powderiness to it, a muskiness to it that is, like, once again, animalic. It is definitely a style. She definitely has a definite a definite vibe to her fragrances. And so this is Luxe Calme Volupte. These last two, I'm just going to show them together because they're got the same name. So this is Sex and the Sea, and this is Sex and the Sea Neroli. These are her summertime fragrances. Now, I had Sex and the Sea first, as you can tell. And there's, like I said, this is her most fun fragrances, Sex and the Sea and Sex and the Sea Neroli. This one I just got recently. You can see it's a little deeper. So what this is, it has a, you know, like coconut, but what I mean, it's so hard to describe her fragrances because even though this is a very tropical vibe, it is a tropical vibe, but it is definitely a dark tropical. It is not daytime. This is dark. This is, you know, her vibes are, you are going off to some, you're in a tropical island and you are going off to some kind of like definitely off the tourist path. This is something that's going to be like, should you be here or not? Because this might not be the right place to be. But anyway, this has got that, it definitely gives you like you are in a tropical jungle with this but there's these sense of the fruit around you, but it's still got this darkness and this like really like overwhelming vibe to it, because this is a really sensual, very sexy vibe, but it also has a darkness to it. Now, Sex and the Sea Neroli is very similar, but it has the neroli, so it has a strong neroli in the beginning that gives it a little sharp greenness, but it still dries down to very similar to Sex and the Sea. It just depends on which one you like. I personally like them both. They have this dark sexiness about them that is perfect if you are, listen, you know I always say these things. This is definitely for, you know, this is for bad times on hot nights. This is definitely, you know, outdoor play. But it's not the, you know, this is definitely where you are pushing limits, where it just seems like you are kind of doing things that you know, pushing those limits and enjoying it and learning about yourself. And this is kind of like what's coming off. Sorry, lost the top. But it definitely has the tropical vibe to it with the fragrance, with the notes and the fruitiness. But it's like I said, it's like a deep fruitiness that you can't even really pinpoint each fruit, but it gives you like this very well blended fruit vibe. I hope that makes sense. You just have to try them. All right, so if I had to rank these, because of course people like you to rank, so let's rank them. All right, so if I was going to rank these, number 9 would be Unspoken Musk. I like it, but it still has this, the musk there's like this sweetness to the musk and this like really deepness to the musk that I have to be in the mood for, and it is definitely a wintertime musk. So Unspoken Musk. I have to go with Etruscan Water, not because I don't like it. I really do. It's very like summer. I love it, but I like the other ones more. So I ain't gotta say nothing else. Okay. End of discussion. All right. Next up would be The Dark Side. And then after that would be Lover's Tale, Luxe Calme Volupte, Byzantine Amber, Sex and the Sea Neroli, Sex and the Sea, And I just have to go with Under My Skin because that's the one that really like turned me on to Francesca. It's just like, yes, I need her in my life. Yes, yes. So this is Under My Skin. All right, so that is my full Francesca Bianchi collection. Have you tried them? You know what we do. Talk about them in the comments. Let other people know about them from your perspective, and it don't have to agree with my perspective. Listen, I'm not sitting up here looking for a bandwagon. I'm just looking for honest conversation. So if you have tried these, and if you've tried others, put them in the comments. All right, y'all. Thank you, Host Squad. As always, be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.